Okay, here is an overview of these Claber timers and how to set them. This is called a Duplo because it has two lines, the A line and the B line that come out of the bottoms of this timer. Some timers just have one, but I'm going to do the overview of the Duplo, which has the two. So the main thing to understand is that it's not that intuitive, but once you understand one simple thing, it kind of makes sense. So think about this timer as having digital home pages, or digital pages that you can pass through from screen to screen, and then also within each screen you can manipulate it. So to begin with, these are your only three buttons that you can manipulate. Here's the home screen, it shows the time. Military time is 2:30 in the afternoon. It shows the day of the week. We're on day 2, which in this case is Monday. It shows which two zones are currently set, zones 1 and 2, which means zone 1 and zone 2, and then also shows the battery. So just understanding this first page, line A can come on 3 different times. It can come on once, twice, 3 times. And same with line B. But we never get, that's only if you need it to come on 3 times a day. That'll never happen. So it'll always just be 1 and 2 that we are playing with whenever we set these timers. So just as an overview, this is the home page. Hit this button and we go to the first setting for water starting. Starting time for the water zone. This shows right here, it has a 1, and then it has a 3:30 in the morning. That's when, and then it's right there, it says open. So it opens at 3:30. If we hit this again, it'll show when it closes. It closes at 3:50. So zone 1 opens at 3:30, closes at 3:50. Hit this again, it shows what zone 2 does. Zone 2 opens at 4 o'clock, closes at 4:20. Zone 3, if we wanted this line to run again during the day, is where we'd set this. But right now, zone 3, we don't need it. It's actually, zone 3 is just actually line 1 is opening a second time. We know we don't need that. Same with, that's closed. Same with setting 4, which is line 2 coming on a second time. We don't need that. So we'll get through 4, 5, 6, and then after 6, it goes to the days of the week that we're watering. Right now I have it watering 3 times a week. And I'll show you how to manipulate all this in a second. Right now we're just going to keep going through the screens. After it shows the days of the week to water, you hit this again. It shows a manual zone, or a manual setting for turning on line A. Then the manual setting for turning on line B. You hit this again, and we're back to the home page. So in order to, so that's how you get through a screen and just kind of review what's happening. If you want to manipulate anything, that's when you start using this center button. So if I wanted to change the time, if I hit enter, that says enter, hit that, you'll see OK come up on the screen. Whenever there's an OK on the screen, whatever you do now is manipulating the screen. I can change the time. If I wanted to, so this home screen also has a secondary home screen. Hit enter again and it shows the days that I can set what day of the week it is. Right now I leave it on 2 because it's Monday. Hit OK again, or hit enter again, OK leaves the screen. So let's just go through and look at what happens if I try to start it at, say I wanted to start it at 3:20 instead of 3:30. Hit enter, OK is on the screen. Now whatever I do is going to change it. So we'll take this back down to 3:20 in the morning, and then hit enter again, and now it's set for 3:20. Now whatever I do here just passes between pages. I'm going to set that back to 3:30. Alright, and so really you won't have to do any of this probably. The times that it's setting and for how long it's running, you may want to change how long it's running. Add a few more minutes if you think that's necessary. We'll do the same thing on this one. But then the important thing is if you want to change the days of the week, how much it's watering. So hit enter, now it's OK. That by the way says exit. And so that says 2, 4, 6. If we come this way, we can turn on day 7. We can turn on day 5, 3, and 1. So now it's watering every day of the week. I'm going to put, instead of having it water every day, I'm going to have it water 4 days a week. That's typically what you need to do in the summertime, is change it from 3 days to 4 days. Go over here to exit, hit OK, and now you're passing between the screens again. That's really all there is to know about the overview. If you wanted to turn it on manually, then you go over here to A, hit enter, and now right now it says closed. Hit this, it turns to open, and now it's water's running. Turn this, and it closes it. Hit OK to get out of the screen. Hit this to go back to the home screen. That's the overview. Hopefully that made sense.